The time is 6 p.m. I would like to call to order the Norwood City School District Board of Education meeting. Today is Thursday, March 28th, 2024. The Norwood City School District Board of Education follows a bi-monthly meeting schedule. The first meeting of the month is called our committee meeting. At this meeting, we discuss fully our agenda for the board meeting to be held the third Thursday of each month. As board members, we encourage you to attend, watch, and listen to our committee discussion resulting in action at the board meetings. For full disclosure, our committee meetings and board meetings are always announced, video and audio taped, as well as posted to our webpage for your view. All of our meetings are public and visitors are welcome. Mrs. Kamphaus, would you call the roll, please?
Mr. Atwood is absent. Ms. Ballard is absent. Mrs. Rericha?
Present.
Mr. Taylor?
Present.
Mrs. Cole?
Present. I'd like to invite you to stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 1.04, this is the adoption of our agenda. Do I have a motion to adopt?
I'll motion to adopt the agenda.
Any discussion? Mrs. Kamphaus?
Mrs. Rericha?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mrs. Cole?
Yes.
It's caught off guard getting called first.
Item 1.05, these are the minutes from the regular meeting held February 15th, 2024. 1.06, these are the minutes from the Finance Committee meeting held March 12th. 1.07, these are the minutes from the committee meeting March 12th. 1.08, these are the minutes from the special meeting also held on March 12th, 2024. Do I have a motion to approve 1.05 through 1.08?
I move to approve 1.05 through 1.08 minutes.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Kamphaus?
Mrs. Rericha?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mrs. Cole?
Yes. All right, with that approved, we are ready to move on. So we are going to start with our Rising Star presentation. And for this, I will turn it over to our curriculum director, Mrs. Chesson, and as well as our special ed director, Ms. Tadwin.
Thank you, President Cole. So don't pay attention to any slides. I have to move really quick, and then we're going to come back to it. So we're doing things a little bit out of order. I apologize for that. This evening, we are so thrilled to have our Rising Stars to celebrate, and we're going to, when I call your name, I'm going to ask you to come forward and receive your certificate and stand up here so that we can say some wonderful things about you. So the first Rising Star we're going to talk about this evening is from Sharpsburg Elementary, Josie Montgomery. Josie Montgomery is a Rising Star fourth grader. She's an exceptional young lady in and out of the classroom. She always puts her academics first. She's an extremely hard worker. She has a great ability and an exceptionally strong work ethic. The amount of detailed effort that Josie puts forth in her classroom and homework is phenomenal. Josie's a PACS leader and a friend to everyone. She's usually one of the first students to offer support when a peer is struggling. Josie is kind, respectful, and helpful. Josie is truly an exceptional young lady who continues to amaze her teachers every day. It is a pleasure and a blessing to teach Josie and watch her grow. Keep shining, Josie. You are definitely a star. Congratulations.
Can we turn the podium mic on, please?
It's on. That was really bad. I apologize. All right. Norwood View Elementary's Rising Star is Mary Moore. Mary Moore is a Norwood View kindergarten student, and she is an ideal student. She is attentive in class, she is dedicated and hardworking, and she is loved by her peers and teachers. Mary is quick to motivate others, and she maintains a positive attitude in all situations. Mary enjoys reading, art, and playing with her friends. Her kindness is contagious, and although she speaks softly, she is a confident leader inside and outside of the classroom. Congratulations to Mary.
Williams Avenue Elementary Rising Star Elijah Smith. Elijah isn't able to be with us tonight, but we're going to say some wonderful things about him. Elijah has been a ray of sunshine in our school. He comes to school every day with a huge smile on his face. He greets everyone he sees by name and is genuinely interested in everything his friends say. He's willing to help a friend, and he looks for opportunities to show kindness. Elijah loves school, loves learning, and loves to meet new people. Congratulations, Elijah.
All right, next we have Norwood Montessori School Rising Star, Connor Garn. The Norwood Montessori School is proud to announce that Connor Garn is our second grade Rising Star. Connor exemplifies what it means to be a Montessorian, taking care of himself, all living things, and our environment. One way Connor takes care of himself is by attending to his work each day. He has been working hard to complete his work and practicing his skills daily. Connor also takes care of all living things by showing compassion and helpfulness to all who are in need. He is dependable and can always be counted on to be there for his friends. As our botanist, Connor took care of all living things by making sure that our plants had the water they needed to grow. Connor is a wonderful Montessorian, and we loved watching him grow. Keep working hard and spreading your wings. We are so proud of you, Connor. Congratulations.
Norwood Middle School Rising Star, Nolan Simpson. Nolan is an extremely hardworking sixth grade student who is a positive role model for others. He's a consistent high achiever while still maintaining a fun and confident attitude. He's kind. He is respectful to others around him, including students and staff. You can count on Nolan to be a peace builder student. He always works to the best of his ability. He truly embodies what a peace builder characteristic is all about. He gives his best effort, no matter the situation, and his work ethic is impressive. He takes responsibility for his schoolwork, ensuring that he does the best that he can. As a team, we cannot wait to see Nolan working for the FBI, chasing down hackers, and saving the world. We are proud to have Nolan as our rising star, and we know that he will rise to the challenge as he continues through Norwood City School District. Congratulations.
All right, next we have Norwood High School Rising Star student Samantha Montgomery. Samantha is named March's Rising Star due to her outstanding effort, leadership, and commitment to the silhouettes. For the third year, she has led by example on and off the stage. She shows strong initiative and reliability in getting things done and is very dependable. She has a great spirit and perseveres through adversity when it comes her way, this year, including performing through a broken arm. Samantha brings positivity, grit, and hustle to the table that is a cut above others. It has been a pleasure watching her grow as both a performer and a student through music, competitions, and school. Congratulations to Samantha.
Our district creative arts rising star is Raineen Casson. It looks like Raineen is not with us, but I'm going to say some nice things about her as well. She is a shining example of Norwood pride. She is kind to all, has a strong sense of justice, and works diligently to set a fine example for her peers. While taking advanced placement in high school classes, she's also busy taking college courses, participating in the academic team, plays tennis, and is a section leader for the Norwood's orchestra. Raineen is hardworking, trustworthy student. She continues to amaze her teachers and most definitely makes Norwood proud. Congratulations, Raineen. Our next is our district staff rising star, Lori Davis.
Good evening. Lori Davis has been a wonderful addition to the Norwood Montessori School. She continues to provide her kindergarten students with authentic learning opportunities through literature, writing, practical life, sensorial, and cultural lessons, along with lab work using hands-on materials such as a movable alphabet and bead counting for place value extensions. Lori is organized, dependable, and successful at managing priorities as a classroom teacher with a positive attitude. Lori has a strong work ethic and is adaptable. Each day, she brings energy, enthusiasm, and an ability to make connections with our students, their families, and our staff. Her bright smile and her can-do mindset make the culture of our school one that is both welcoming and inviting. Lori Davis is one of the reasons why Norwood City School District is so great.
I'm going to ask that Mr. Richardson come down and do our athletic rising star student, Wyatt Hinton. Wyatt, come on down as well. Do you need a little write-up?
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
Sure.
All right. Good evening, everyone. These are the words of your coach, Derek Alsop, or Mr. Alsop. In a workman-like display of skill, determination, and perseverance, Wyatt Hinton etched his name in the annals of Norwood High School history by clinching the Division III Ohio High School Athletic Association state championship at 138 pounds. Hinton's triumph goes beyond glory, marking a historical moment for Norwood High School as he becomes the first boys state champion in its history, finishing his senior year with an outstanding 49-1 record. Hinton's legacy as a wrestling prodigy is firmly cemented. His journey to the top not only inspires his teammates and peers, but also serves as a shining example of what someone can accomplish through hard work, perseverance, and discipline. With a bright future ahead, Hinton's name will forever be synonymous with excellence in the Norwood wrestling program. We look forward to following Wyatt as he competes on the college level.
So at this time, we're going to have the board members come in front and share their congratulations, and we're going to take some photos from Ms. Havlin real quick. So board members, you're welcome to come in front. And Rising Stars, stay there for a moment, please. Congratulations. So at this time, we invite you to stay actually for just a few minutes before you take your family photos and your very important people photos, because Mr. Richardson, I think, is next on the agenda. So we didn't want you to miss that. So please stay for a moment, and then after Mr. Richardson is done, you'll follow out to the lobbies for some more photos. Thank you.
All right, good evening, everyone. Members of the Board of Education, Madam President, Mr. Vice President, and Superintendent Ronan, just wanted to, how can I make this taller? Just wanted to shed some light on our athletic department successes in the winter sports season. We just introduced Mr. Wyatt Hinton, who was the Ohio High School Athletic Association Division III state champion at 138 pounds. But just like Wyatt, we had a lot of student athletes who enjoyed a lot of success in our programs over the winter sports season. So I just wanted to provide you with some information this evening. All right, so it's our mindset to make sure that our student athletes go to the next level. So this year we had 3 college commitments, and they're going to play, and actually all of them are going to the Mount St. Joseph University to continue their athletic and academic career. So he was a late addition, but we have Riley Carmen, who's going to be playing men's soccer. We have Austin Parton, who will be playing football. And we have Allie Winchester, who will be playing women's basketball. So we have graphics to accompany their successes this evening, and these came over from the respective programs that they're a part of. We asked the Mount for a graphic for Riley, but it has not come out yet, so Riley just got everything submitted about a week ago. All right. So we want to also highlight our academic successes this evening. So this winter sports season, we had 146 student athletes that participated. We had 83 high school student athletes. And of those 83 high school student athletes, 27 of them were all Miami Valley Conference, all academic honorees. And all academic honorees are student athletes who have earned a 3.5 grade point average or better in the second quarter. And we also had 45 student athletes who had a GPA of 3.0 or above. And we had 11 high school student athletes with a 4.0 GPA or above. Overall, our high school grade point average for the winter quarter was a 3.002 grade point average, which equates to a B average. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, also this evening, in addition to our 146 student athletes, that is middle school and high school, we had 63 middle school student winter sports athletes. Of those 63, 20 of them received all Miami Valley Conference, all academic honorees. Honorees. They also received 3.5 GPAs and above. 34 of them received a 3.0 GPA or above. 9 of them received a 4.0 GPA or above. And overall, our middle school grade point average was a 3.027. All right, we also had quite a few student athletes who received recognitions. So we had media recognitions this school year. So we had a Cincinnati Enquirer Athlete and Team of the Week. And we want to thank the community of Norwood and the surrounding areas for those who voted for our student athletes on the Cincinnati Enquirer website. So every Monday night, they release their athletes of the week and teams of the week. And we had quite a few nominees. And this season, we had 3 student athletes and 1 team that was named Athlete of the Week, or Team of the Week. So Ohio Small School Girls Player of the Week, we had Kylie Jones for the week of January 19th. Ohio Small School Bowler of the Week, we had Chase Burns for the week of February 5th. Ohio Small School Girls Team of the Week, Norwood Girls Basketball for the week of March 9th, and Ohio Small School Boys Wrestler of the Week was Wyatt Hinton for the week of March 9th. So every week, those ballots come out, and we ask the community to stuff the ballots, and we had 4 teams or as student athletes who were recognized by the Cincinnati Enquirer this year. All right, so in addition to our postseason awards for our Miami Valley Conference Awards, we had 21 student athletes who were recognized for all Miami Valley Conference honors. We had 13 of them recognized for first team honors, 2 of them recognized for second team honors, and 6 for honorable mention. In addition to our Miami Valley Conference postseason awards, we had a co-bowler of the year, who was Bowen Garibay, bowling coach of the year, who was Mr. Nate Hill, co-wrestler of the year, should have been wrestler of the year, was Wyatt Hinton. And then we also had 3 league champions. So our 2023-2024 league champions were boys varsity bowling, middle school wrestling, and varsity wrestling. Let's give them a round of applause. So except middle school, one thing we do hang our hat on is hanging banners here in Norwood. So years will be added to the banners that are located in the high school gymnasium. So we're pretty excited about that. All right, and here's a couple pictures and some graphics from our conference champions, our coach of the year, and our players of the year. All right, more postseason awards. So we had Coaches Association awards. So all of our, both of our boys and girls basketball coaches are members of the Ohio High School Basketball Coaches Association, and Norwood is located in District 16. So for girls basketball, Kylie Jones and Allie Winchester made first team honors, and Coach of the Year was Norwood's very own class of 1990, Mr. Mike Moyers. All right, so the press also provides awards for student athletes for their successes during the winter sports season. And this season, for the Ohio Prep Sports Writer Association in the Southwest District girls basketball, Allie Winchester was named to the second team Division III, and Kylie Jones was named honorable mention Division III. All right, we had some student athletes that also had individual accomplishments. Every year it seems like this happens, at least in my 3-year tenure, and actually it happened the year before. Abby Edmond breaks a record, so this year she broke her own 50-meter freestyle record, not too much longer after we ordered last year's record. In a time of 28.03 seconds, she broke her own record this year, so we're ordering another placard to go outside on the record board outside the gym. We also had 3 boys varsity wrestling members who earned their 100th win this year. Wyatt Hinton, Mason Kelch, Devin Isaac. So those 3 gentlemen earned their 100th win. So 3 100-win wrestlers in the same season is actually incredible. And then we also had Allie Winchester, who scored 1,000 points. But before we give all of our student athletes a round of applause, in addition to her 1,000 points, Allie scored 1,131 points, and she's also now 3rd all-time in the Norwood City Schools basketball scoring leaders. So let's give them a round of applause. And Allie is actually an exclusive company. The all-time leading scorer is Hannah Tubbs with 1,216 points. In second place is Miss Kim Pruitt. And I don't have her number off the top of my head, but so 3 girls basketball players are at the top of the all-time leading scorers in Norwood City Schools basketball history. All right, so here's a couple graphics that we put out there on our social media pages to celebrate our student athletes for their individual feats. So Mason Kelch's 100th win, Wyatt Hinton's 100th win, Allie Winchester's 1,000th point, and Devin Isaac 100th win. All right, also in our sports season this year, we had quite a few district qualifiers. So boys varsity bowling qualified for the Ohio High School Athletic Association Division II district tournament. They were also their sectional champion. Same for girls bowling. They were also their sectional champion as well. So more banners will be hung, or more years will be hung on our banner boards in the main gym. Girls varsity basketball was the Ohio High School Athletic Association Division III Southwest District runner-up. They played a very competitive game versus a very tough Versailles team up in Springfield about a month ago. So we're really proud of our girls basketball program for the progress that they made. All right. Boys varsity wrestling had 6 district qualifiers, and those district qualifiers were Mason Kelch, Wyatt Hinton, Timothy Rudd, Tristan Howard, Devin Isaac, and Austin Parton. In addition to our district qualifiers, we had 1 student athlete who was named to the All-Ohio team, that is All-State. So for Division III, All-Ohio, that is Allie Winchester. Let's give her a round of applause. Okay, so we also had 2 state qualifiers. We had Wyatt Hinton. We've heard that name a lot, haven't we, this evening? We had Wyatt Hinton, and we also had Devin Isaac, who qualified for the Ohio High School Athletic Association state tournament as an alternate. So we had 2 qualifiers that went up this year. Wyatt is also a 2-time Ohio High School Athletic Association state qualifier, state placer, and now state champion. And here are a few shots from Wyatt's state championship run a couple weeks ago up in Columbus. I believe the shot here at the top left is actually after he won his state championship. At the bottom left is when he qualified for the state championship as he embraces his mother. Coach also finds a way to get really cool pictures as he enters the tunnel. He did this last year as well, so we got that in the center. The lower center is the graphic that we made in the athletic department. The picture on the top right is when he qualified, when he won his championship, his semifinal match to go to the state championship. And here in the bottom right, just a picture that we took. So we took a picture of Wyatt after every match. So Wyatt's trek, if you didn't know, per coach also, and Wyatt knows this as well, was probably the most difficult trek that you could take to be a state champion. In his quarterfinal match, he wrestled the 3-time defending champion in this weight class. And then in the semifinal match, he wrestled the favorite in the 130-pound weight class. And then he wrestled a young man from Centerburg who's a pretty good wrestler, pretty athletic young man in the state championship. So Wyatt really earned his state champ. I mean, all state championships are earned, but if you know anything about the sport, Wyatt really earned it to get to the podium. So let's have a round of applause for Wyatt Hinton. Okay, this afternoon, Wyatt was also one of the grand marshals in today's Cincinnati Reds opening day parade. As you see here, he is parked to the top of a fire truck. He's also with a member of the LaSalle wrestling team who won the state championship this year too. So thanks to Barbarian Apparel, they provided Wyatt with a replica jersey with Norwood on it and with 130-pound state, 38-pound state champion on the back of it to signify his state championship. So we've had quite a year or quite a quarter in winter sports athletics. So hopefully we replicate that again here in the spring. We've had quite a great year in the athletic department. So, you know, I'm a proud athletic director, proud to be serving the community. That's all I have this evening.
Tuesday, March 26th was declared Wyatt Hinton Day in Norwood at
That is
City
correct.
Council, and I was there.
That was that March 26th? That happened?
Tuesday, March 26th.
We didn't get the memo for some reason.
Oh, whoops, sorry. I mean, I didn't know either. I found out that day, and I was coming anyways.
That's okay. But we are going to be celebrating Wyatt for quite some time. So, and of course, if you all were around last week, we had a Heroes Welcome. Actually, the week before last week, on spring break last week, we had a Heroes Welcome back for Wyatt Hinton to celebrate his state championship. So Wyatt was the first male to win the state championship, so we were proud of Wyatt. In 2021, Elizabeth Banderas won the state championship on the girls' side. So we have a girls' state championship as a wrestler and a boys' state championship as a wrestler as well. So we're pretty proud of both of them. Thank you for my time this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Richardson. Before everybody leaves, I am going to ask, we do have somebody that came to do public comment later on, but I would like for the community to hear about this opportunity. It usually happens at the end, but this is something that the community could benefit from. So with the permission of our treasurer, I made sure this is okay. So Julie, do I still need to read this stuff?
Yes.
I still need to read this. So bear with me just a minute while I do the legal stuff, and then Taylor, if you don't mind, I'll go ahead and move you up in the agenda. So you don't have to wait and you'll have an audience. So this is our public participation at board meetings. To further improve the communication between the community and the board, time shall be allocated at each regular or special board meeting to hear Norwood citizens and/or representatives of school-related organizations. Public participation at community meetings is limited to those invited to speak on specific issues. Each person wishing to speak to the board should fill out a form listing name, address, and the agenda or non-agenda item, and hand the form to the board president. Each speaker will have 5 minutes to address the board. No more than 15 minutes will be devoted to any one topic unless a majority of the board votes to continue the discussion. Speakers may offer such objective criticism of school operations as concerns them. However, the board will not hear personal complaints or of school personnel or complaints against any person connected with the district. Concerns and comments about individuals should be brought to the attention of the administration. So do we need to vote to go to public comment, or we're good? Okay, so with that, Mr. Fogus, you can come on up and share your information with the community. Over to the podium, please. Mm-hmm.
Hello there. Thank you for your time. I'm here representing Norwood Church. We are on the corner of Smith and Floral. Our parking lot is directly attached to Sharpsburg Primary. On April 20th, we are having an event called Big Serve, in which we do local projects around the community for outreach. Whether it's painting, cleaning, landscaping, etc., we're open to anything. We already have a project with Sharpsburg Primary, Norwood View, and the high school, awaiting for follow-up from the Norwood Recreation Department and the Athletic Department as well. I'm really just here not to take up much time. I know you guys are all very involved, so I thought maybe you would have a few ideas. If one doesn't come off the top of your head right now, I'll be around for the rest of the meeting. If you think of one, you can message me after. I can give you my contact information. We are going to start doing this once a quarter, or at least every other quarter. So if you don't have an idea for April 20th, if there's one for the summer or fall, I will be the main contact for that as well.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And if anybody wishes to reach out, you can reach out to any board member, and we can put you in touch with Mr. Fogus. All right, thank you. Now, if you would like to get those pictures, sorry, we're not usually this all over the place, but we are today. So. Oh,
We
do
stay
you,
here
do you want
and
one
keep
real quick?
saying stuff.
Okay.
We can wait. Break. I asked him how much longer we're going to keep talking about this. He's such a sweet young man. All right, moving on in the agenda. Item 3, this is personnel superintendent recommendations, so I will turn it over to Superintendent Mrs. Ronan.
Thank you, Madam President. Under number 3, personnel, under retirements, I would like to congratulate Donald Deems. Mr. Deems is retiring at the end of this school year, and I know that decades of students have had Mr. Deems teach them English over the years, so congratulations to Mr. Deems. Under resignation, I'm saddened to announce that Tom Robinson, the Norwood View principal, is leaving for another position. He will be greatly missed, and we wish him well. and also Kimberly Cottrell, who was gracious enough to, after retiring, to come back to help us out part-time this year, will be leaving us again.
Do I have a,
Then-
oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, I think I've got a little more on the next page here. Then under
Okay.
3.02, employment, we have under item number 1, as you can see, we are gearing up for the summer. So we're doing lots of hiring for the summer camp and summer school. And number 2, we are hiring a club leader for Avenues for Success. Number 3, as a supplemental contract for our middle school basketball assistant. Number 4, it's an updated job description we're asking you to approve. Item number 5, as we turn the page, it's really pupil activity contracts for spring sports that we're still hiring for. And then that next item should be item number 6. It's a change in status because we are having to move some of our coaches around to cover all the sports. So thank you, and that concludes my report.
Do I have a motion to approve 3.01 and 3.02?
I'll move to approve 3.01 and 3.02.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Sure, we'll miss the people who are retiring and moving.
Yes.
I saw those names and I'm like, oh, all special people.
Yes. Anything else? Mrs. Kamphaus?
Mrs. Rericha?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mrs. Cole?
Yes. Okay, with that approved, we can move on. Item 4, this is Education Committee, and I will turn it over to Mrs. Rericha.
Thank you, Madam President. We have lots of field trips. It's field trip season as we approach the last quarter of our year. So we've got Sharpsburg going to Green Acres, Norwood Middle School going to University of Kentucky. Oh, that's cool. Norwood Marching Band going to Kings Island and Wilmington High School. The Norwood High School chemistry classes, they went today. I heard all about it. They went to Shepherd Chemical. Norwood View going to Green Acres Arts Center. Norwood View going to Fenwick Park. Norwood View going to the Aquarium. Fun. And Norwood Middle School going to the Pompeii exhibit. Oh, awesome. I heard I really need to go see that. Sharpsburg Elementary 4th grade going to Shea Stadium. And it must be Norwood View going to Siemens for their adopt class. That's a lot. Mm-hmm. I move to approve our field trips.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
I said stuff while I was already doing it.
Mrs. Kamphaus?
Mrs. Rericha?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mrs. Cole?
Yes. All right, with those approved, we can move on. Item 5, this is our Policy Committee report, and I will turn it over to Vice President Taylor.
Thank you, Madam President. Tonight, we have up for consideration the second reading of 3 policies that have minor changes being made for legal reference. They are co-curricular and extracurricular activities, IGD, interscholastic activities, IGDJ, and public conduct on district property, KGB. I would like to make a motion to approve the second reading of the 3 policies.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All right, Mrs. Kamphaus?
Mrs. Rericha?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mrs. Cole?
Yes. All right, with that, those policies are now adopted. And we can move on to item 6. This is the Building and Grounds Report. Ms. Ballard is not here. Do you want to come? You want to do it? Want me to?
I can do it for you. Thank you, Madam President. Amber would tell you about the Queen City Corf Ball, which I read the description of it, but I forget what it was. Would like to use our high school gym for a tournament. Norwood Rec would like to use the middle school for softball practices and games. Norwood Little Indians would like to use Shea Stadium for football games. The Cincinnati Reds Community Fund would like to use the Upper Millcrest ball field for trainings and games. And the New England Revolution 2 would like to use Shea Stadium for practices. Oh, I would like to move that we approve these facility usage requests.
I'll second.
Any discussion? I feel like a lot came in since committee.
Yeah, Cincinnati Reds Community Fund, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it'd be great if they
Want to
work
use
on
this
it a
for
little
more
bit.
things.
Well, and they want to fix it up a little bit.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they've done some of their other,
They are a community fund.
so that would be
Maybe they'll
great.
get inspired.
Any other discussion? All right, Mrs. Kamphaus?
Mrs. Rericha,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mrs. Cole.
Yes. All right, moving on to item 7. This is our Finance Committee report, so I will turn it over to our treasurer, Mrs. Kamphaus.
Thank you, Madam President. On the agenda, 7.01, the CFO report, monthly financials, and change order listings are attached for your review. 7.02, appropriation resolution, our annual budget. 7.03, a donation from Kroger to Avenues for Success for just under $1,200. 7.04, approve Shea Stadium's final design for the scoreboard. As we discussed last week, we are selecting the Fair Play model with the champion blue base and the cardinal red trim for our new scoreboard. 7.05, to approve contracted teacher pay rates. We use the Center for Collaborative Solutions to provide sub-teaching services for the district. You are approving the rates of pay for the current school year as they now need to see a formal approval. 7.06, substantial completion of the boiler replacement. This project is nearly at full completion and has gone very well. In fact, the general contractor has given us credit for the unused contingency. The substantial completion date is the start of our warranty period. And that is all for finance.
Do I have a motion to approve 7.01 through 7.07 or 7.06?
I'll move to approve 7.01 to 7.06.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
I'm really glad to see about the substitute pay. It's nice that it's getting, it's just nice. I was a substitute, so I feel this. And so I know a lot of people right now keep asking me about it, and I'm like, you can be a substitute for Norwood City Schools, so now I can say, you're getting a pay raise, and that'll feel really good.
It's really difficult to find sub-teachers anymore, so we have to stay competitive. So we're not at the top, but we're not at the bottom
Not at
either.
the bottom.
Yeah. They'll appreciate this very much.
Yeah.
Any other discussion? All right, Mrs. Kamphaus?
Mrs. Rericha,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mrs. Cole.
Yes. All right, we can move on. Item 8 is the hearing of the public, which we have already done, so we can move on to item 9. This is the report section, 9.01, board announcements. Do we have any announcements? I know I have one. Kind of goes along with what Mr. Taylor, I always call you Mr. Taylor, Mr. Taylor Fogus shared with us. Many of you know Pastor Chuck Smith of the Valley Church. They have a wonderful opportunity for our Norwood students. They have a ton of new shoes over in the middle school. And he and I spoke via messenger a couple times back and forth, and I have been promising him that I would mention that in a board meeting, and I keep forgetting. So Pastor Smith and the Valley Church, I am very sorry, but I remembered today. So if any student or sibling in the district needs shoes, you just need to let a teacher know, let a staff member know, reach out to a board member. We will help you. You can't just show up at the middle school and, and go to the room and take shoes, but an employee can help you get access to that. So please reach out to us, and I will be sure to share this on my Board of Education page too, as well as Mr. Fogus's news. Any other board announcements?
We also wanted to say some words about Bridget Kelly, who passed this week, who has served on many public service seats. She was on city council right here in Norwood and grew up here in Norwood, and she's been a friend to this board. I know I had to call her office several times as a state rep. Oh, I'm so sorry. During, right away when we have the voucher thing, and then a lot during COVID because things were always changing at state level there to get clarification, and she was just always happy and ready to help us. And anytime she saw, I'm sure any of you guys out in public, I couldn't believe that she always remembers people's names. Hi. And I wore green for her. She always wears green. And she will be dearly missed. She was a bright, shining star that Norwood raised. I don't know if you wanted to say something.
Yes, I agree, Alice. I remember when Julie and I were new in the district 5 years ago. Bridget was a state representative at the time. She was so thoughtful. She called us, she came by and met with us and said, is there any help that I can give you moving legislation forward or tracking something that would help the district or could cause a problem for the district? So she was always there to help people. So she will truly be missed.
I did not have the pleasure of knowing her personally, but just the words that I've seen on social media this week, and I can tell this is a deep loss for this community, so my heart goes out to everybody that will miss her.
On Tuesday, on Wyatt Hinton Day, Norwood's Wyatt Hinton Day, they also did a resolution for Bridget, and it was really lovely. They did 12 different points of all the things she's accomplished, and it was really, really, really nice.
Do we have any information on when the services are?
Okay, I heard, I actually didn't see the post, but I heard that it's next Thursday, a week from today, at Bellarmine Chapel at Xavier.
Okay, thank you.
I hope I'm right. If I'm not right, please disregard.
I'm sure we'll see
Yeah,
something
we'll see stuff.
posted.
But I'll be wearing this again.
Any other board announcements?
Wear green if you go. Oh, I'm sure there's other things I couldn't.
I know,
Past Bridget.
All right, we'll continue on. 9.02, Superintendent's Report. I will turn it over to Mrs. Ronan.
Well, thank you, Madam President. Last week, over spring break, the Norwood High School Orchestra traveled to Music City in Nashville, Tennessee, and the highlight of their trip was getting to actually record a record at Third Man Records Studio. So there's all the orchestra there. It looks like they're having a great time. And I also wanted to mention that the orchestra director, Allison Marshall, she's attending the National American Strings Teacher Professional Development Conference and also performing with the National Teacher Orchestra. So she certainly represents Norwood well. So congratulations to her. Now, our second congratulations is to our great board member, Alice Rericha, who on February 29th, she was honored as one of the gems of the community. And this award recognizes Norwood residents who volunteer and make a difference in the community. So we want to thank you, Alice, for all you do, not just for the school district, but for all of Norwood. So congratulations on your award. And love the hat.
I made it.
It's lovely.
Well, I mean, I put the flowers on it. I didn't.
And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Oh, and our athletic boosters also were gems of the community.
Yes, yes. Chris Parton and, there's another individual who.
Tina Winchester.
All right, there we go.
Diana Simpson.
and Kelly
and
Green.
Kelly Green.
Thank you.
Okay.
We need an embarrassing picture of them, too.
9.03, the Oaks Report. Does anybody have Amber's report?
Yeah, no.
No. Okay. 9.04, this is Norwood Community Television. I actually do not have a report this month either. 9.05, OSBA Legislative. This is Brandon and Amber, does anybody have anything? All right. And 9.06, avenues. Mrs. Rericha?
Well, we saw that they got a donation from Kroger, so I'm sure that Avenues would want me to remind everyone that to get on your Kroger app and make sure that you renew your donation, that you're picking Avenues for Success, because you do need to do that every year. And we are approaching the last part of the year, so I know that that summer camp information is going to be coming up soon. So let's all keep our eyes and ears open for that. And my kid came home with flowers again today, so thanks a lot, Avenues for Success.
They do some cool stuff. All right, item 10 on the agenda, this is our future meeting notifications. Our April meetings, we have committee April 9th at the board office on Williams, and we have the regular board meeting April 18th here in the mini. Do I have a motion to approve the future meeting dates as listed?
I'll move to approve the meeting dates.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All right, Mrs. Kamphaus?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mrs. Cole?
Yes. All right, item 11, we have our closing items. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
The time is 6:51 and we are adjourned. Thank you.